Hello and welcome to Who Died Today, your daily update on notable passings and the lives that left a mark on the world. Each day, we honor and remember the individuals who have recently passed away, reflecting on their contributions, achievements, and the legacies they leave behind. Stay tuned as we bring you the stories of those we've lost, celebrating their impact and remembering their place in history. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest episodes. Jorge Rivera Lopez. He died on September 5, 2024, at the age of 90, no cause of death was given. He was born on March 19, 1930. He was a prominent actor known for his work in Argentine television and cinema. He is also recognized for his contributions to Argentine theater, where he has performed in numerous productions, ranging from classic plays to contemporary works. His performances often receive critical acclaim for their depth and emotional range. During the 1980s military dictatorship in Argentina, Lopez, along with notable figures such as Luis Brandoni, Roberto Casa, Osvaldo Dragon, and Pepe Soriano, collaborated with Nobel Peace Prize laureate Adolfo Pérez Esquivel and renowned writer Ernesto Sabato to establish a collective known as Teatro Abierto, Open Theater. Their mission was to create an independent theater that was free from government censorship and propaganda. Despite facing threats, they inaugurated their efforts by publicly denouncing the dictatorship and opposing governmental control over the arts. On the opening night, Rivera Lopez delivered the Declaration of Principles, affirming the right to freedom of opinion and expression for all involved. Over the course of a week, Teatro Abierto presented 3 plays each day at the Tabares Theater, attracting an estimated audience of 25,000. The movement persisted in its critical stance against the regime's abuses even after the return to democracy, continuing to stage performances that challenged the dictatorship's legacy for years to come. Laurent Tirard. We regret to announce another passing, but it's important for us to keep you informed. He died in Paris on September 5, 2024. He was 57 years old, passed away following a prolonged struggle with cancer. He was born February 18, 1967. He was a French film director and screenwriter who grew up with a deep admiration for American cinema, particularly the works of Steven Spielberg. He pursued film studies at New York University and began his career as a script reader for Warner Brothers Studios. Later, he transitioned into journalism, spending 6 years at the French film magazine Studio. During his time at the magazine, he conducted a series of interviews with prominent filmmakers, which were compiled into a book titled Movie Maker's Master Class: Private Lessons from the World's Foremost Directors. This book features insights from a diverse group of directors, including Woody Allen, David Cronenberg, the Coen brothers, and Lars von Trier. Through these interviews, he explored common challenges faced by directors, such as guiding actors and planning camera angles. The book has been published in several countries, including France, Canada, England, Italy, Spain, and Brazil. In 1997, he transitioned from journalism to screenwriting for both film and television, and directed 2 short films in 1999 and 2000. His debut feature film, The Story of My Life, was released in 2004. He co-wrote the hit film Lend Me Your Hand for Alain Chabat in 2006, and followed with Molière in 2007, which was featured at the 29th Moscow International Film Festival. He directed the film adaptation of the beloved French children's book Little Nicholas in 2009 and its sequel, Nicholas on Holiday, in 2014. Rich homie Quan. One more death. Lamar died at an Atlanta hospital on September 5, 2024, at the age of 33, died due to drug overdose. He was born on October 4, 1990. He was an American rapper who launched his career in 2011. Lamar achieved notable mainstream success with his 2013 single, Type of Way, which reached number 50 on the Billboard Hot 100. His 2015 single, Flex, garnered additional acclaim, peaking at number 26 on the chart. Lamar, along with Atlanta rapper Young Thug, was part of the Rich Gang Project, a spin-off of Cash Money Records, and they achieved success with their 2014 hit single, Lifestyle. Lamar's debut studio album, Rich as in Spirit, 2018, debuted at number 33 on the Billboard 200. He played baseball for more than 4 years while attending Ronald McNair Senior High School in Atlanta, Georgia, with hopes of pursuing a professional career. In 2012, Lamar's song, Differences, was released as the first single from his mixtape Still Going In. In 2013, he toured with Trinidad James. He was also featured on Gucci Mane's album Trap House 3 on songs such as I Heard, Can't Trust Her, and Chasin' Paper, which also features Young Thug. In April 2015, he released his fifth mixtape, If You Ever Think I Will Stop Goin', in Ask RR. In October 2022, Quan released the EP Family and Mula, featuring the single Crazy and a guest appearance by No Cap. On May 28, 2017, Quan was detained along with 4 other individuals on felony drug charges following a checkpoint stop on Highway 1 in Louisville, Georgia. Authorities reported finding heroin, marijuana, drug paraphernalia, and weapons in the vehicle. Quan faced charges of felony drug possession with intent to distribute. Lamar had 4 sons. His oldest, Devin, was born in 2006, which Lamar did not know about until 5 years later. Manuel Antín, renowned Argentine director, writer and teacher, dies at 98. He died on September 5, 2024, no cause of death was given. He was born February 27, 1926. He began his career writing for Argentine television in 1956 and made his directorial debut in 1962 with The Odd Number, based on a story by Julio Cortázar. His film The Venerable Ones earned him a nomination for the Golden Palm at the Cannes Film Festival, while Circe, 1964, received a Golden Bear nomination at the 14th Berlin International Film Festival. His most renowned work, the pastoral film Don Segundo Sombra, 1969, garnered him a second Golden Palm nomination at Cannes. First as a screenwriter and soon as a director, he was part of the generation of artists who renewed Argentine cinematography in the 1960s. Between 1960 and 1982, he directed about a dozen films adapted from books. In 1983, he was designated as director of the National Film Institute in the government of Raúl Alfonsín. In 1991, he founded the University of Cinema, an institution devoted to film teaching and production. In 2023, the University of Buenos Aires gave him the title of Doctor Honoris Causa. Sergio Mendes. Mendes passed away from complications related to long COVID at a hospital in Los Angeles on September 5, 2024, at the age of 83. He was born February 11, 1941. He was a Brazilian musician whose career soared with global hits from his band Brazil 66. With over 55 releases, he was celebrated for his bossa nova performances, often blending the genre with funk. In 2012, he received an Oscar nomination for Best Original Song as a co-writer of Real in Rio from the animated film Rio. Mendes gained significant recognition in the United States, where he recorded most of his albums and conducted much of his touring. He was married to Graciela López, who performed alongside him from the early 1970s. Mendes collaborated with numerous artists, including the Black Eyed Peas, with whom he re-recorded a version of his 1966 hit But Nothing in 2006. He was among the first in Brazil to receive penicillin, thanks to his father's profession as a doctor. Sergio attended the local conservatory with aspirations of becoming a classical pianist. As his interest in jazz developed, he began performing in nightclubs in the late 1950s, coinciding with the rise of bossa nova, a jazz-influenced variation of samba. Mendes became a full partner with Richard Adler, a Brooklyn-born American who had previously introduced bossa trace along with 2 dancers, Joe Bennett and a Brazilian associate, on The Ed Sullivan Show in 1963. In 1983, he joined Alpert's A&M Records and enjoyed success with a self-titled album and several follow-up albums, all of which received considerable adult contemporary airplay with charting singles. Never Gonna Let You Go, featuring vocals by Joe Pizzolo and Lisa Miller, equaled the success of his 1968 single, The Look of Love, by reaching number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. It also spent 4 weeks atop the Billboard Adult Contemporary chart. He had over 55 releases and was known for playing bossa nova, often crossed with funk. He gave his final performances in November 2023. Oswald Dandrea. He died on September 4, 2024, at the age of 90. He was born in Tunis on August 9, 1934. He was a French pianist and composer known for his work in film, television, and radio. His recordings spanned a range of genres from pop in the early 1960s to jazz and film scores. Notably, his soundtrack for Life and Nothing Else won the César Award for Best Music in 1990. Dandrea composed music for numerous films, television shows, and radio programs. His contributions to film music were particularly notable. Screamin', Scott Simon. Another legend died unfortunately. He died of sinus cancer in California, on September 6, 2024, at the age of 75 years old. He was born December 9, 1948. He was an American pianist best known for his work with Sha Na Na starting in April 1970. Over the years, he wrote numerous songs that were recorded by the band and other artists. Sha Na Na, celebrated for their renditions of 1950s rock and roll and doo-wop, appeared as a 1950s version of themselves in the 1978 film Grease. In the film, he collaborated with Louis St. Louis on the song Sandy, which was performed by John Travolta. Simon continued to tour with Sha Na Na, alongside founding member Jaco Marcellino, until December 5, 2022, when it was announced that the band would cease touring. Throughout his tenure with the group, he contributed to every album except their debut, released in 1969. He graduated from Southwest High School in Kansas City, Missouri, in 1966, and earned a BA from Columbia University in 1970. Pim de la Parra. He died in Paramaribo on September 6, 2024, at the age of 84, died after a short illness. He was born January 5, 1940. He was a Dutch film director educated at the Netherlands Film Academy. Starting in 1963, he became a member of the editorial board for the film magazine Scoop, which had been founded by fellow Academy students. From 1967 to 1976, he directed films through the independent production company Scorpio Films, collaborating closely with Dutch film director Wim Verstappen, who oversaw the company's projects. Following several short films, he launched his international directing career with Obsessions, 1969, which he co-wrote with Martin Scorsese. He also co-produced Blue Movie, 1971, directed by Wim Verstappen. The film, known for its explicit content, was one of the most provocative of its era, presenting a level of realism that challenged both critics and censorship authorities. In 1976, he directed Juan Papel, the first film shot entirely with actors from Suriname. Augusto M. Cbra. He died on September 5, 2024, at the age of 69, no cause of death was given. He was born August 9, 1955. He was a Portuguese music and film critic active since 1977. He wrote numerous articles for the Portuguese newspaper Public. Cbra frequently attended major film festivals, including Cannes, San Sebastián, and Turin. He served as president of the Saldanha Cultural Association and was the program director for the Monumental Festivals in 1995 and 1996. He was also a music consultant for the Seixas Santos Film and Time Passes. Meryl Streep. She is an American actress renowned for her versatility and exceptional skill with accents, often hailed as the best actress of her generation. Over a career spanning more than 4 decades, she has received numerous accolades, including a record 21 Academy Award nominations with 3 wins, and a record 33 Golden Globe Award nominations, winning 8. Streep made her stage debut in 1975 with Trelawney of the Wells. The following year, she earned a Tony Award nomination for Best Featured Actress in a Play for her performances in a double-bill production of 27 Wagons Full of Cotton and A Memory of 2 Mondays. She made her feature film debut in Julia, 1977, and received her first Oscar nomination for The Deer Hunter, 1978. Streep won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her role as a troubled wife in Kramer vs. Kramer, 1979, and later won Best Actress for her portrayal of a Holocaust survivor in Sophie's Choice, 1982. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, she continued to receive awards and critical acclaim for her film work. Her commercial success varied with notable films such as Out of Africa, 1985, Death Becomes Her, 1992, and The Bridges of Madison County, 1995. Streep reaffirmed her prominence in the following decades with leading roles in Adaptation and The Hours, both 2002, The Devil Wears Prada, 2006, Doubt and Mamma Mia. Both 2008, Julie and Julia and It's Complicated, both 2009, Into the Woods, 2014, The Post, 2017, and Little Women, 2019. She won her 3rd Oscar for her portrayal of Margaret Thatcher in The Iron Lady, 2011. For her work on television, she received 3 Primetime Emmy Awards for her roles in the miniseries Holocaust, 1976, and Angels in America, 2003, as well as the documentary series 5 Came Back, 2017. Streep was also Emmy-nominated for her performances in the HBO drama series Big Little Lies, 2019, and the Hulu comedy mystery series Only Murders in the Building, 2023. Streep has received numerous honorary awards throughout her career, including the AFI Life Achievement Award in 2004, a gala tribute from the Film Society of Lincoln Center in 2008, and the Kennedy Center Honor in 2011. President Barack Obama presented her with the National Medal of Arts in 2010 and the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2014. In 2003, the French government honored her as a Commander of the Order of Arts and Letters. She was also awarded the Golden Globe Cecil B. DeMille Award in 2017 and received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1998. Streep appeared in numerous school plays during her high school years. She was uninterested in serious theater until acting in the play Miss Julie at Vassar College in 1969, in which she gained attention across the campus. Vassar drama professor Clinton J. Atkinson noted, "I don't think anyone ever taught Meryl acting. She really taught herself." Streep demonstrated an early ability to mimic accents and to quickly memorize her lines. She received her BA in drama cum laude in 1971, before applying for an MFA from the Yale School of Drama. Streep's first feature film role came opposite Jane Fonda in the 1977 film Julia, in which she had a small role during a flashback sequence. Most of her scenes were edited out, but the brief time on screen horrified the actress. "I had a bad wig and they took the words from the scene I shot with Jane and put them in my mouth in a different scene. I thought, I've made a terrible mistake, no more movies. I hate this business." 32. However, Streep stated in 2015 that Fonda had a lasting influence on her as an actress, and credited her with opening probably more doors than I probably even know about. For her role in the film Sophie's Choice, 1982, Streep spoke both English and German with a Polish accent, as well as Polish itself. She was born June 22, 1949.